All right, let's get it. Let's rip this Wordle. Do the starter word. I kind of hate starter words. It's sort of cheese, but adieu. One of my homies at work. Sometimes we do the Wordle at work, and he always does adieu. We got the EU. Loom. Oh my god! What the hell? That has never happened to me before. Oh my lord. All right. Well, I took a day off, so it's deserved. What's up, Bubs? What's up, YouTube? What's up, Twitch? We got the rest of this video we're gonna watch today. We got like 40 minutes. So maybe we won't watch the whole thing. I don't know. I don't know if it's all gonna be the next section, which is let's see, what is it? It's like basilicas, bathhouses, and palaces. But we'll see. We'll see. Again, this is Francis Marone. We watched his other video, part 1. This is History of Western Architecture, Greece and Rome, part 2. I will throw this in the chat for you guys if you want to watch it later. He's really good. He's kind of a boomer, but he's really knowledgeable on this stuff. Put him up at 1.2. I would have captions on, but when we turn the speed up, it kind of throws it off. So, yeah, let's get it. Let me turn the music down a little bit. Please work. There we go. And it's time to learn. We'll do this, and then we'll hop into creative. I'm gonna do. Oh shoot! Let me pull this up. Is it Tholos of Delphi? Bro was sending me this the other day. Tholos of Delphi. We have a reconstructed. This is a Greek temple, but in the round. It's really cool. Reconstruction, please. Yeah. It's like a Greek temple. It's got all the motifs. It's got Doric, triglyphs. It's in the round. So we'll probably build this in creative. And then also I wanted to look at what's it called? It starts with the P. Propylae. Propylae? That's not it. Maybe if I put in Acropolis. It's the entrance to the Acropolis, essentially. Propylaea. Okay, I'm just stupid. I can't spell. Propylaea, but we're gonna also try to build the Propylaea. Well, I guess a version of it for our world. Yeah, let me see. Is this it? No, this is the Roman Forum. Propylaea is this part right here. So essentially the entrance to the Acropolis. I eventually also want to do a statue like this. And then the Erechtheion as well. I want to build. But today we're going to do the Tholos of Delphi and maybe the Propylaea. I don't want to spend too much time in creative. So we'll see what we get. But let's get it. You guys ready? Francis Marone, everybody.
Other building types, basilicas, bathhouses, palaces. A basilica. Now, when we use that word today, we use it most often in connection with churches. You know that there are two uses of the word basilica in reference to churches. Number one use is that there is the Basilican plan church, the church with the nave and aisles,
Yeah, that's like
which is
a
most churches.
Renaissance
The second use
style
is that it's
building.
actually a designation that the Vatican gives to certain important churches,
Hmm.
churches that are associated with saints or this or that. They will give them this designation so that it's no longer the church of Saint so and so, it becomes the Basilica of Saint so and so, and it's like a loftier thing. But in its original use, basilica did not refer to churches. It referred to a plan. And we see it
Hmm.
here. We see it in this image from Sir Bannister Fletcher's A History of Architecture, where there is that sort of great long central hall and then colonnades which separate that hall from side aisles. This is what a basilica is. And so the plan could serve any number of uses. It could serve sort of the purposes of administrative buildings, it could serve the purposes of commercial buildings, and so on. And this is a reconstruction of the interior of
It's like an
Trajan's
inverse
Basilica
stoa.
in Rome. And as you can see, it's a very lofty space, a very impressive space. Now let's look at bathhouses because they're a lot of fun. Caracalla. I did not say this when I showed those two slides
That's
of Baalbek
Carcar.
in Lebanon, but it was
Caracalla.
Caracalla who built Baalbek. And if anybody ever thought in terms of the
Looks really
scale,
orange.
it
Doesn't
was
look
the
like
Emperor
a
Caracalla.
Roman building.
Now, the baths of Caracalla aren't the biggest. The baths of Diocletian are bigger than the baths
What did
of
this look like
Caracalla, but
back
the
in the
baths of
day?
Caracalla are nonetheless this incredibly impressive thing. Now, a bathhouse, this is a word that doesn't actually begin to suggest what these complexes, because they weren't buildings, they were complexes. This is the model in the Roman Civic Museum by Gismondi. You can see by looking at this that there is this sort of uh, arcaded enclosure spanning many
Yeah, this
acres.
is sick.
Um, I, I should know how many acres it was, but I don't. But it was a complex, and it included not only the bathing facilities, hot and cold baths, but all manner of sort of ancillary functions that were geared toward relaxation. These were, by the way, public
Like
bathhouses.
a
They
giant
were
spa.
part of what the emperor sort of gave to the people. You could go there and you could bathe, you could swim, you could do this or that. But also within the complex, there were restaurants, there were bars,
Mm.
there were brothels, there were, here we see a plan. And I put an arrow pointing to the caldarium, which is the hot bath, an arrow pointing to the frigidarium, which is the cold bath, an arrow pointing to the Great Hall, an arrow pointing to the main entrance, and arrows pointing to the libraries, because, yeah, why not? There were libraries, that public libraries that were part of the bathhouse complex. Many
Oh.
famous decorative features of
Easy,
baths
bro.
of
Easy,
Caracalla
bro.
have ended up elsewhere. The marble mosaics and those library floors, known as the
Bro, it's
athletic
thick.
mosaics, are in the Vatican Museum today, and most famously the Farnese
Easy.
Hercules, which is in the Archaeological Museum of Naples.
Yo,
This
this guy's huge.
Roman copy of a Greek bronze original was in fact originally in the Baths of Caracalla. And you can visit the ruins today, and here mosaic floors
Oh, this place
are
is massive.
intact. In the bigger Baths of Diocletian, AD 302, Diocletian also thought on a large scale.
Mm.
These two are very famous. Here is an engraving from the 17th century showing this vast bathhouse complex.
I love, real quick, I love how obsessed they were with symmetry. Just look, everything is perfectly symmetrical here.
This
I love
vast
that.
bathhouse complex. This is Beaux-Arts architect's rendering
Holy bro.
from 1880. Edmond Poulain was also a Prix de Rome winner. And this is the same image. You can see the vaulted ceilings. Now, the dome and the vault were used by Romans. We saw the dome of the Pantheon, but the vaulted passages were used in the grander buildings. They were used in the bathhouses, and they were used, as we shall see, in the palaces. This is the model of the Baths of Diocletian, which you find in the Civic Museum in Rome. And here we see the sort of higher view. You see how much real estate this takes up.
Yeah, this would be a huge build. I don't know if we can fit this in our space.
10 acres? And there are the very distinctive windows of the Baths of Diocletian. We think of them as bathhouse windows, which have been widely adapted throughout Western architecture. If you go to Columbia University, Lowe Library has what we call a Diocletian window.
I feel like, to be critical, this building, I feel like it would have suited it better to have Doric holding these up. The Ionic feel a little flimsy, a little small. Like, I don't like the Ionic here. It should be Doric. This is such a huge build. It needs to be held up by something that feels more, I don't know how to describe it.
Go from the Baths of Diocletian. But more interesting than that is the Doric order of the Baths of Diocletian.
Ooh.
Now, the Doric, we looked last week at the Doric of the Parthenon, and it's a marvelous Doric because of how it is proportioned, because of the extraordinary subtlety of the details.
Fancy Doric.
Of the Echinus, but it isn't heavily ornamented Doric, nor do we in general expect a Doric capital to be heavily ornamented. We know
usually
that,
not.
The Ionic admits of a certain amount of embellishment, and the Corinthian is about nothing but embellishment. But the Doric is all about that sort of soldierly strength, and we don't expect the soldier to be wearing a necklace and earrings. But that is not always the case. Sometimes the Doric can be enriched, and I love the enrichment of this Diocletian Doric. You see that at the echinus, as we call it, which is the space between the necking and the abacus. I should have my red arrows here, and I don't. But you see the band at the top of the column that's set with the rosettes. That's the neck or necking. Above that is the echinus, which normally swells a bit. Here, it has a very distinctive swell. It's almost like an S curve. And there are two kinds of curves. There is the egg curve, or the ovolo, and the cavetto curve, or the cave curve. So an ovolo curve swells outward, the cavetto curve swells inward. And when you have a molding where the ovolo is below the cavetto, we call that a cyma recta or chyma recta. And where the ovolo is above the cavetto, we call it a cyma reversa or chyma reversa.
It's beautiful.
And this, oh, hey, I do have arrows. Here we see what we would call a foliated, meaning it's ornamented with floral forms, with leaves, a foliated cyma recta echinus, a necking with rosettes, and below that, the narrow band, we would call it astragal, and it's ornamented with a simple bead and reel, such as we saw used so often in Greek architecture. A beautiful version, an almost perfect version of the Diocletian Doric, as we would call it, is to be found. Not perfect. It doesn't have the bead and reel astragal, but it does have the foliated cyma recta echinus and rosettes in the necking. Is at Stanford White's Metropolitan Club on 5th Avenue and 60th Street. a building with a number of really wonderful details. And then we also saw in the Diocletian order that the metopes, that is the space remember from last week, in between the triglyphs in the Doric and the Doric frieze. But the metopes are ornamented with these masks of Apollo. And that too has with the rays shooting out. And we see that too has been adapted, for instance, by Thomas Jefferson at the University of Virginia. So these Roman forms have had lives much longer than the Roman Empire itself.
Oh, bro, your mic.
This is one of the biggest and baddest palaces ever built, the Domus Aurea, or Nero's palace in Rome. This did, in fact, take up 200 acres. It was built using largely concrete, and in the centerpiece was what had to have been the scariest statue ever built, this 100-foot high statue of Nero. This is a map showing the Domus Aurea in relation to the city around it, and parts of it survive. Enough of it survives to give us a sense of the scale and majesty of the space, the vaulted ceiling with remarkable decoration, both painted decoration and low relief sculptural decoration, with these very thin, delicate lines. All the lines are very attenuated, and everything about it is really just very sort of elegant and a little bit dainty. That's the word that I was trying to think of. Here we see...
Dude, that's so expensive. That goes so hard.
Side by side, the ruin and the reconstruction.
Oh, shoot.
Some painting still exists. Robert Adam, the Scottish-born British architect who was so immensely influential in the late 18th century, sort of man whose work our own federal-style American architecture was based on, used the Domus Aurea as a principal source for the very distinctive ornamentation, very dainty ornamentation that he used in his buildings. And someone else who was inspired by the Domus Aurea was Raphael, when he designed the Villa Madama in Rome. The ceiling decoration there, not by Raphael, but by Giovanni Dordini, is based on that of the Domus Aurea. And this is a New York building with a very exciting rotunda.
These shapes are cool, bro.
Ornamented by Siddons Mowbray, both in paint and in mosaic and in low relief sculpture, which he said was based on the Villa Madama, but in fact, since the Villa Madama was based on the Domus Aurea, so too may we say the Morgan Library Rotunda was based on the Domus Aurea, which had, as we saw before, this very exciting vaulted space, and Laocoon and his sons was once in that space, as we see from a rendering by yet another Beaux-Arts architect, Georges Paul Chedin. And Robert Adam, you know, was also involved in the excavations of Diocletian's palace in Split, or Spalatro as it was called at the time, in Dalmatia, and made some memorable renderings of the site, which also deeply influenced his own practice as an architect. And this is his rendering of what is called the peristyle of Diocletian's palace, and this is what it looks like today.
Okay.
When it can be visited. More Robert Adam, and this is a reconstruction of this vast palace complex as it appeared circa AD 300. Now, Diocletian this was not like Diocletian's country.
This is crazy.
This was Diocletian's headquarters. This was a great administrative center. It was a huge operation, like thousands of people involved, its own docks. It was just a massive, and when the Roman Empire fell apart, people just sort of like your sort of rambling Goths and Vandals and what have you, moved in to Diocletian's palace and it became a town. I
Oh,
mean, that's how
so
big it
big.
was.
Became a
It
town.
actually sort of had adaptive reuse as a city.
That's
So
crazy.
as we
All right, we're gonna chill. We still got like 20 minutes left, so we'll do that tomorrow. That's crazy. I don't think I'm gonna build any of these. Bathhouses are nuts. Look at the palaces. Those are like no one balls out as much as these guys. It's so crazy. But W Francis, W Professor Marone.
wind down,
Oh,
let's
we'll finish this tomorrow. I thought maybe we'd finish it today, but we'll for sure finish it tomorrow. This has been very cool. I really enjoy studying all of this. All right, let's get it. We're gonna go into close these out. I'm already in creative here. Switch my monitor. Sick. And like I said at the beginning, we're gonna be looking at Tholos of Delphi. Let me save this real quick. See if I can build this. Save it. And then maybe we'll do the propylene. Oh. Yeah, maybe we'll do the propylene. Pull up a reference. You guys can see what we're doing. Bam. There we go. Pull up a reference for myself. And real quick, I'm just gonna go use the restroom. Get back to it. All right, here we go. Mm. I had a day off. I didn't come on yesterday. I was having teeth troubles. But I did go buy and bought these plants. I don't know what they're called, but my grocery store started carrying these, so I got this like small medium leaf green, dark green one, and then this one with like the long lime green leaves. Pretty cool. I hope they grow like super big. I've never bought plants before. And then I also on my day off I played Halo campaign evolved a little bit. And unfortunately it was a massive disappointment. I think that Halo is dead. I think that the Halo that we knew is no longer around. This is the new Cortana, bro. And I've said this before. Cortana died in Halo 4. Literally and figuratively. Halo died in Halo 4, bro. That was the end of it. And this isn't even the worst photo, bro. This is pretty funny too. Everyone's saying it looks like Germa, bro. But it's not even just this, too. It's like all the characters are kind of cheaply made. The game feels soulless. They shoehorned in like this girl boss into the campaign story. There's like unnecessary UI and game mechanics that really didn't need to be added. Cinematics are less artistic and more showing off the graphics. It's also made in Unreal Engine 5, which runs like trash. So unfortunately, I did refund the game. It was the first time I've ever refunded a game, and it's just so trash, bro. Where should we build this? Tholos of Delphi. But yeah, if you're considering getting it, don't do it, bro. It's not worth it. I also started doing this. Like a actual to scale temple. I did it 2 wide and then proportionally 8 high for the Doric. And then I haven't pulled up a reference, but I was trying to do like the cornice and the frieze and stuff like that. Entablature. But I'll come through and I'll finish this later. I want to do the Tholos of Delphi first. I feel like we could build it, actually. Go build it by the gazebo over here so we can get it sort of proportional to that. I want it to be slightly bigger, slightly wider than the dome, and then more squat. I feel like that would be proportionally right. This also is not how it is in the world. I think it's like 4 blocks smaller. Let's see. Pull up Lightbird, pull up Axiom. Shape. We'll change it to flat, disc, make it hollow. Do one that feels good, like 23 is pretty good. Do it out of I feel like we should make it out of quartz. Do I want it to be hollow? I'll leave it hollow for now. Okay. Bring up my quartz hotbar. I could probably do symmetry too. Doesn't seem to have. We'll do this. 3. Yeah. And it is Doric, so we're gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Doric, and how do we? I wish there was like a half slab we could do. Maybe do something like just like that. Okay. Yeah, it works. I'll just match it with. Yeah. Try to match it with what's below. Right, and then we'll do the middle section. Smooth. Actually, make it fancy. And then we're gonna do another section, which is gonna have the triglyphs. Well, it's actually perfect. The bookshelves are perfect for triglyphs, just by the way they're shaped, or by the way they're designed. So get rid of those. Looks like they're lined up with the pillars, with the columns. Yeah. Oh. Doesn't really work all the way around. Did I do this the same on all sides? I need to fix this. I think that this just needs to be in. That. This can be out. Yeah, so it just follows that edge there. There we go. Oh. Like that. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. What am I looking at? Is this right? This feels off. Yeah, it's off. Get rid of this. I think that fixed it. I don't want to figure this out. I don't want to figure this out. We're just gonna do this. Do it the stupid way. Bam. Symmetry back on. Oh, shit. There we go. Symmetry back on. Oh. Deleting. Oh. Symmetry's on. Oh, symmetry's on. Shoot. It's okay. Bruh. Man, my teeth hurt. Get rid of all this. Okay, now we can do this. I should have just done that from the beginning. I should have known. Sick. Alright, we're gonna... Now we'll keep it smooth. Maybe, I'll change it. I'll change it to the chiseled. Look at all the different chiseled blocks. Hold on. Pause. There's two kinds of chiseled. Tough, that's cool. That's tough. Okay, we don't need the copper. Infested chiseled stone. I didn't even know that was a thing. Okay, I just wanted to grab all that while I was thinking about it. Okay. Do this. Oh, I don't want chiseled anymore. Give me that. Now we'll do that second band. And then the triglyphs. Like, shelf is so perfect. It's got the 3. I don't know how to do this. Going around. Guess the most outward facing one would be. Okay, yeah, that's cool. There's no way to do the gut A. Unless we kind of use the chisel to indicate that, but. And then it has a smaller band. I don't know if you can see on the reference. It's got like this smaller band with the... I don't even know what these would be called. I can't remember what the little pokey things are called either, but we can probably do something like that. Maybe if we did like this. We'll wait for a second. Let me do the roof. It's a pretty gentle slope, so this is gonna be tough. I don't know how to do circle roof. We'll just follow the circle that's already laid out for us. You know what I could do? You just I don't have to make this super complicated. 23. Is that off-centered? Why is that? Dude, axiom controls are so wonk sometimes, bro. Please. Please. Jesus Christ. Oh, because I had it wrong. There we go. It's like not letting me place it in half steps. Can't do it that way. It's not gonna let me. Actually, here's the solution. Place it like this. And then, oh, and then we do mangrove. So it only lets you place on the lower block here. Oh, Lord. Guys. There's got to be a better way to do the controls here. Okay. $17. 15. Easy. This is way easier than trying to figure it out. But we'll have to probably manually place it so I'm not wasting so much mangrove. Nice. That's perfect, bro. All right, now we can do the decoration on the sides here. Let's see. What am I looking at? We have do like button. Hold on. I'm looking at pale oak button. I feel like the quartz stairs is gonna be too big. Maybe pale oak door. Or oak trapdoor. I'll grab signs as well. I mean, we could do like buttons like that. Looks kind of nice. And then what about signs? Yeah, I kind of like that. I don't really know about that corner though. Maybe all the corners, just like that. That's kind of cool. I like that. Yeah. Alright, then it has 3 steps. So we'll probably have to raise this whole thing up. Excuse me. There we go. Oh, and then it has an intersection here. Give me regular quartz. Do like 17. Yeah, that's cool. Use stack here. I probably could have done like a cylinder. Oh shoot, what was that? Probably could have done like a cylinder in shift. But whatever. Also should have had symmetry on for deleting this. That's okay. Alright, wait, turn on symmetry, bro. I don't know what the inside looked like. I'll look it up in a second. There's probably some artist rendering, some nerd. I think actually maybe they told us, said in one of the videos. I kind of like it flattened. Oh, not like that. And maybe... No. No. It's just tough because it looks I don't know. Dork is hard, bro. Dork is hard because you got to use slabs, and slabs don't always look super great, or don't always work either. It just feels a little here. Maybe if I replace the stairs with slabs. Smooth. I think this might feel a little better. Yeah. We'll say with the stairs underneath is Ionic and the slabs is Doric. Just gonna cover the bottom here. Yeah, that feels a lot better. It is more of a sharp cutoff on the model there. I wonder if I could even do... Nah, it's doing too much. And then inside, let's see. I feel like that gate. I've always wanted to use copper for this part. Like these. You know, it's nice. Looks interesting. Mm. I feel like it needs something at the top here. Also, floor needs to be different in here too, but I'm going to look up what that looked like in a second. Let me finish inside. It's a lot of smooth. I should probably change that out for something else. Put a light in here. Give me copper. Maybe something like this. We could use these for like the bathhouse windows. Not that I'm trying to build a bathhouse, but it does look like that. All right, wait, let's look up and see what Tholos of Delphi looked like inside. What would have been in here? So we can read. Interior, circular cella. Okay, it only has one entrance on the southern side, so I'll have to fix that. Flooring, white marble, dark limestone. Visual contrast, okay. Floral motifs, okay. Doric frieze, triglass, metapiece. Marble, okay. What was the Tholos of Delphi used for? It's a temple. Undefined. So they don't really know. Could be a treasury, could be an arsenal, cult site, dedication, ritual space. Yeah, let me take symmetry off. Probably do like a circular design on the floor. Oh wait, we wanted one of these to still be. Yeah. Oh. I just placed a block somewhere, I don't know where. I got that infinite reach on. I mean, exterior's done. Just don't really know how to do this interior. Let's see. Oh, also, why am I not doing brick? Why am I doing smooth? Brick is, one, a lot easier to obtain and would look just better. And And then we'll probably just do block of quartz because it's got that border, so we make it look like tile. We could do block of quartz, or maybe, hold on, maybe calcite and like a dark block. I should have had symmetry on for this. Actually, symmetry wouldn't have worked because it would have messed up the entrance. This is fine. Let's do this real quick. Oh. Almost wonder if it would look better up here with this. What does it look like from the outside? Oh, you can't even see it. Yeah. Just do that. And then probably I do like something like this. Okay. Wait, now I can turn symmetry back on. Yeah. I wonder what we should do in the middle. These needed? No. Yes. Yes. No. Okay. I mean, maybe I'll let bro figure that out. Yeah, this is basically done. Maybe it's a little tight around. But oh, I also didn't. We don't need these. We don't need these corners here. Hold on. That would fix our problem too. Yeah, it feels better. Oh, bro. Ah, bro. There we go. Oh, let's do the floor. Let's see. I was thinking calcite and then... Where's the calcite? What would look good? Low-key, my go-to. Skulk. Calcite and skulk. Looks like marble tiling. Super fancy. Sometimes the black concrete too, though. We'll look at that. That's a little too fancy. Hold on. Oh, wait. I don't want chiseled. I want just regular block. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know about that. I also accidentally changed all of the outside here too. I wonder maybe smooth? You know what? Keep it simple. I think that's cool. I just don't know what to put inside here, bro. Probably do a light fixture on top, but I think for now I'm probably gonna call this one good. Where's a painting? Oh, you can pick them. Where's the skull one? Skull on fire is, I think, my favorite one. I can't place this. It's because symmetry's on? Yeah, it's because symmetry's on. It's an even number painting. That's my favorite painting, though. It's so cool. Bummer. Maybe we'll do like have it be like an armor display. We'll put something in here cool. We'll figure that out in the world. There you go. There you go. Tholos of Delphi. Maybe I'll change these to mangrove signs. Hold on. Oh, you fucker. It's not gonna let me directly change it. It's gonna be all weird. Now we'll keep it like this. But then also I wonder like I like that. I like that better. Oh. Ugh, not paying attention this morning. I still didn't get a ton of sleep last night, but I got up and I was like, you know what? We're not missing another day. Can't be doing that. I was really excited to watch that video again. Watch more of that video. We got more of it tomorrow. The last 20 minutes, and then we basically saying goodbye to that professor because he only has two courses or two parts on that. Unless I can find another one of his lectures, but Yeah, look at that. Oh, and then all the corners. Yeah. Yeah, that looks clean. Look at that, dude. Yo. Okay, cool. Yeah. And then I do need to raise it up by 1, just because I need to add another set of stairs, and then we'll call it good. And then I'll probably hop into the server. Or maybe we won't. Maybe I'll stick around and do the propylene. I'll think about it while I'm finishing this up. Pick it up too. Oh, I copied the grass. Actually, no problem. If you hit the delete, there's a erase connected. And it just gets rid of everything that is connected, that is that block. So you don't have to like select anything. It's just like, bam. Okay. I'm almost positive I can't do this. Oh, I'm gonna try anyway. You know what? This will be faster. I'm gonna take this, and we're gonna turn it into stairs. I don't think I can do stairs though, but I can like kind of shortcut it a little bit. Like this. Oh, I don't have symmetry on. Damn. Ah, it's gonna be off. I'm gonna have to get rid of this bottom layer. Shoot. Thank goodness for tools like Axiom. Would never be able to figure. Well, it would just take so much longer to figure this out without it. I can just manually do this part. Yeah. Oh. Might be too many stairs there, but Yeah, that's too many stairs. Here, wait. I'll just move it down one. Boom. Alright, that's perfect. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, look at that. Oh, shoot. I think there are multiple... Hold on. I think there are multiple renderings of how this was reconstructed. Oh, yo, look, this one's got the... Got something on top. Oh, and it has stuff in the metapiece as well. Yeah, look, they've got this rendering as well. It's like they didn't know what the roof looked like, so there's multiple. Yeah, look, this one's got like a steep roof. I'm gonna do some crazy thing on top there too. Wonder what we could do. Oh look, here's like an interior concept. Yeah, look, it has the... Oh, and it has pillars inside. Let me save this. Dang. I should have looked this up beforehand. Oh, it's all good. I hate that I used this 3D model for it, but... What do we do on the top here? I'm gonna copy bro. Do something like... I can't place this on top. What else can I do here? Give me this. Give me a mangrove gate. Actually, also... feel like I don't need the copper golem. And the pot isn't really necessary either. We'll leave it. There we go. Little fancy thing on top. That's good enough. What about Cinnabar? How different does that look? That's a little thicker, and then we can make it like a little point. Yeah, I like that. One or two also. It's gonna be a little over the top, but a little more roof texture there. You know what? First, let me turn on symmetry. I did it like this. Nope, I don't like that. That looks nice though. I like that. And then give me the button again. This might be a little over the top, but just like to make the roof more textured. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. And I low-key want to turn this into... I like the green, but let's see what the other copper looks like. Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna have to build a bee farm. Dude, maybe that's what I do. Maybe that's what I do in the server. Oh, go start the bee farm. That'd be cool. Alright, I think this is chilling. Oh, let's do the inside real quick. Let's do the it had like pillars inside. We'll do engaged columns first. Maybe not engage columns. Or maybe I did that one free floating. Maybe not just free floating. Also, maybe we take these. No, I don't like that. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay. And then we'll do rid of these. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the inside should look like here. Maybe here we'll do the light. It looks pretty chill. Dude. Alright, I'm ready to go into the server. We'll figure out what we want to do in the interior later. That's essentially it right there. Let me start the server. I'm going to go pee. And I think we'll do the bee farm. See what we can do with the bee farm. Alright, BRB. I know I've said it like last like 3 days, but I will be building the propylene. I will literally do the propylene tomorrow. No more slacking. Been like every day I've been like, oh, I'm gonna build the propylene today. I'm gonna build the propylene. Literally gonna do it tomorrow. We're gonna watch the rest of that video, and then we're gonna hop in and I'll be creative. I'll do the propylene. I'll at least design it tomorrow. This is where I logged off. Dude, this is crazy. It's crazy how fast it works too. Once you get the, let me land here. Once you get the redstone done, like, look how, dude. That's nuts. I can't remember how many layers you said. Some of them survive. I don't know how. Hey. Alright, let's go. I did wanna I wanna get that bee farm going so we can get more honey blocks. I started moving villagers into their stands. I'll show you here. Oh, it's looking crazy. It's looking so good. We'll have to figure out what to do in here. I feel like I used to think we had so much space, but now that I'm like starting to design the builds, it's like, ooh, we got to be a little more conservative with things and, you know, make things smaller than they would be. We don't have a ton of space in that area. I started moving the villagers into their spots. I'm gonna move one of these guys away, but essentially, I think you told me this. They can't jump because there's honey, so they're trapped here. I'm trapped here. There we go. So I got that guy, and then this is like the first one where I'm like, okay, brewmaster. I did just put his bed down there, so he could reset. Oh, also we have nether wart, like a nether wart farm up here. Bro, I got 19 gas tiers last night. I totally forget about this. This little ruined temple thing. And then you gotta replant them. It's funny, sometimes I'll revisit a build and it's like I can remember exactly the movie I was watching, the podcast I was listening to, the music I was listening to when I built this. It's like a little time memory captured in a build. Come here. Trade. Give me emeralds. Wow, that's a terrible trade. What else do you buy? Turtle scoot. This guy buys gold. Ew. This is just for fun though. I think this is it's just for fun. Because eventually at the villager trading hall, it's gonna be like every single villager trade. I'm gonna go so hard. I'm gonna do like the zombified, the double zombified of everybody. I'm gonna have a whole station set up. That'll be a whole project, but we'll wait on that. That's like big goals. I might have it in here. Sent a photo. Nope, that's not it. My bad. It's this one. Sent a photo in our Discord, but essentially the dig is going to be this. I'm going to round it off like this, and then each level is going to have a different villager type. So we'll have like, you know, clerics, armorers, toolsmiths, whatever, and then librarians probably at the bottom, because that'll be, or maybe, I don't know. We'll have librarians in the biggest circle, depending on how I do it. And then at the bottom is where the end portal is. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. What was I doing? I was putting away the gas tiers. That in there too. Here, I'll show it to you real quick. Show you the end portal dig. It's gonna be a lot bigger than what I just showed. I dug this out in the radius of a beacon signal. So everything in this hole is insta-break. I have to fill, I might not do this, but I was thinking about filling in the wall like I did over here and here. We do also have 2 spawners on either side, which could be used for farming. I think they're both skeleton farmers, or skeleton. Also, we do get a lot of slime spawns down here, so I wonder if there's a way to farm that. I might dig this down. I might dig this down a little bit more. It's like a mine shaft inside fortress. More of the fortress over here. More over there. I also need to I'll do this later, but get rid of this. I had it like that because I was using the TNT carpet bombers to dig this out. I didn't want to just like accidentally destroy the end portal. That would have been a crazy bummer. Yeah, this is crazy. And then I'll surround essentially the whole area around it with these giant spruce trees. And then I'll gradually transition it into the smaller guys like I did here. But essentially just cover this whole thing. Make a huge forest. I was also thinking in this area, do a lake next to the Japanese temple. Do some more Japanese builds, maybe like a Japanese village eventually. This is still under construction. People are giving me good suggestions, like I should do custom cherry blossom trees. I need to do more of the landscape here. Make a koi pond up here. Just need to add more like structure and pathing and stuff like that. Did get this done though. This is fun. I do get a little bit of frame drops from it, but a little shortcut up to the top. And I gotta move the sniffers so that they're on both sides. And he also fix this button. Button's sort of, or the lever's kind of hideous. But yeah, they're gonna be on both sides. And yeah. Alright, let's go do the bee farm. Show you what I'm thinking. I need rockets. I probably won't finish it today, but this is where the bees are right now currently. And the problem is they keep flying away. Like I'll find them like way up here. Actually found some like way up here. I don't know what it is about the valley. Maybe they just like slowly make their way up, but they always end up there. So I'm thinking get the sewer right here. Thinking back in here. Basically directly underneath. I could just build a room back here. and then do an automatic bee farm. It's like we spend so much, I spend so much time kind of AFK and doing random stuff around the valley. It's like, might as well. I could even have it funnel up all the materials to a chest. That'd be pretty cool. I would like to also just keep the some of the bees up there though. So we'll see. I'll just dig this out for now. I think it's essentially the same deal as the sheep farm, the wool farm. Also might put an entrance right here so we don't have to walk around. Actually, it's fine. It's like you have a dispenser with a pair of shears on the hive. And then, where you can do bottles too. So I'll probably do half and half. I'll do half bottles, half shears. And then we'll just have to start breeding them so that we can get a bunch of them. I'll probably just do one here to get started. I was thinking about doing terracotta for this one, make it kind of a special. I don't want it to look like the sewers. You fill this in. I was watching one of the old VODs where we had first discovered this valley and we were terraforming it. And I was talking, I was like, you know, we should build like sewers, we build the valley or the village up here. And then since we were terraforming, I was like, we're going to build sewers underneath. That'd be really cool. And it's cool to like finally be here and be like, okay, we've done a lot of the things that we said we were going to do. I don't know. It's just so cool to play on a server, play in a world where we're actually making progress, and I don't know. It's so cool, bro. It's my first time. It's my first time doing something like this. Just gonna fill this into this wall. How much space do we have? Okay. That would be 13. I like to keep it odd. So I don't really care how much space we have, just keep it odd. Okay. Do 8 wide on both sides. I'm not really looking to make this like super massive or anything, just even, or not even, you know, same. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And perhaps we'll do another section over here. Let's go get the terracotta. I'm thinking like a terracotta floor, maybe. Let me fill these in. Oh, listen, you can hear the waterfall. I love the geysers give off a faint sound. I mean, it might be faint for me because I turn certain sounds down. We also have all the way over here too. This actually might be nice. This would be closer too. So we could it'd be easier to AFK. Yo, I might do it in here. Because look, also there's an entrance. Alright. Well, we can do both. We can do both. Do both. Let's start in here because I want to put some time into thinking about the other one. And here we can just keep it simple, just do tough. I don't have a bucket of water. Actually, I can just grab one. I think this is infinite water source here. Yep. Nice. All right, we'll grab tough. Oh. Well, I kind of want to use chiseled tough. I have tough in here. There we go. We put away. We have so much stuff, bro. I'm gonna get a copper door for this as well. And then here, I'm gonna line it. We'll have it all be connected so you can walk around. Ah, itchy nose. I wanted to do this. Like a fancy floor here. I like the top of the chiseled brick tough. I think Ham did this for the entrance at the tavern, the brewery. Yeah, it looks nice. Oh, yo, I should do this inside some of our fancy buildings. Man, sorry, itchy nose. One sec. Our fancy building. I'm so stupid when I talk, bro. It's man. In one of our Reek principled builds, I should do this floor design. Probably go well with the quartz. I found that regular tuff, just like uncrafted tuff, looks nice as like a pillar. All right. I think we gotta do, I can see the water dripping, we gotta do a short ceiling. So I'll probably do slabs. Let me fill this in. Oh, no, wait. We'll see. We'll see. Can I bring this up? Ooh, what is that? Is that the, There's a barrel right... Okay. I don't know what that is. Oh no. Yeah, this is the stream here. Oh, what am I doing? You know, it's fine. I won't do slabs, I'll just do a full block here. Or maybe I'll do a line of blocks here and then I'll do slabs up. Nah, keep it simple. Okay. Let's look this up. B auto farm. Ooh, look at this one. So I guess it doesn't matter which side you have the dispenser on. And then some people do crops. This is the waterfall farms. The crops grow faster when you have bees nearby because they like poop on it. Okay, look, and then this one's got the stationary bee powered crop farms. Okay. I'm gonna build just one and then I'll expand it later. Bro, look at this one. Bee farm inside of a bee. That's fun. All right. Wait, where am I going? I'm gonna need glass, and we probably don't have a ton of glass. Do I have any glass in here? Oh, I got a little bit. That's enough. Oh, I got a lot of it. Okay. We need dispenser, observer. Okay, we got both of those in here. Redstone dust. Do the hopper minecart thing. Let's see. I think I had like 50 hoppers in one of these. Yep. Alright, I need to get rid of this grass. Stressing me out having my inventory full. Hoppers. I'm gonna take some of these things out. I'm gonna need a rail. Don't need a furnace. Don't need stone. Okay. Let me go grab one of the hives. Ah. 2 out of 3, shoot. What about you? Yeah, this one has 3 out of 3. You get the dispenser in there. They don't get angry, right? Hold on. Let me breed some of these guys too. Everybody, come over here. Okay. And then after I set this up, I'm gonna hop off. Been pretty fatigued lately, pretty tired. It's like, it's tough when you're not getting a ton of sleep. Okay. I also should have had a chest. Oh, I got 2 chests. Nice. I don't know how I got those. Chest. I'm gonna make a really simple version of it right now. You know what? Do this. We'll do glass. Beehive. Oh, I guess that doesn't really work, huh? Oh, then I saw you can use azalea leaves. I'll have to go grab that. Just activate this real quick, see if the redstone works. I don't think it does. This is so trash. Okay, let me go grab the azalea leaves. And then I'll move the chest. And then that should be good. Actually, I think you can still open the chest through leaves. I could be wrong. It'd be more convenient if we had... Yeah, there we go. Nope. Shoot, do we not have... Oh! Flowering azalea leaves. And I know where to find an azalea tree too, so maybe we'll go get that. Okay. Moment of truth. Okay, cool. You can still open it. Nice. Alright, cool. I'm just gonna put this chest sideways. Well, and that's about it. That's about it for the design. Pretty sure the bees can't leave through the sides. Yeah, there's 3 of them in there. It's raining. That's why they're not coming out. I've heard that we might go build like a massive one on the nether roof, because since there's no day and night cycle, they work all the time. And then also there's no rain either. So if we just built it on the nether roof, we cover it up so it doesn't get destroyed by gas or something, and then... Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I broke it. And then that'd be chill. But yeah, we'll repeat this design, and I'll do like a moving minecart. Yeah. Move these away. Nice. And then we'll eventually take it over here. I'll do like a nice yellow terracotta room. And I don't know. Make it nice in here. Maybe I'll do an open design like I've seen. That could look nice. Alright. I'm gonna call it a day. Probably usually go work out, but I think today I'm gonna go take a nap and just sort of chill out and relax. I'm gonna go make myself some food as usual. We'll be back tomorrow. I will build the propylae. And for those who don't know, propylae is the entrance to the Acropolis. Propylae is this thing right here. So we'll be building that. I have an area over here that I'd like to build it in. Been kind of scheming on where we should do it. I think, let's see, land over here on the aqueduct. Thinking build the propylae right here. Have the front entrance be up here. Yo! Haven't slept in a minute, I guess. And then also we'll figure out where to put the Tholos of Delphi. I was thinking like down here would be cool. We'll see what Bro thinks. See what Bro wants to do. But sorry I'm a little worn out today, a little worn out the last few days. Been having some massive problems with my teeth, and it's been preventing me from sleeping. It's been pretty tough. It's like, I looked it up. So sometimes if you got like a toothache or something, when you lay down, you know, the pressure in your head increases from the blood flow. And then that'll build up pressure in your tooth or your mouth and cause things to flare up. So it's like I'll lay down, I'll fall asleep, and then like an hour later I wake up with searing, throbbing pain. I have to like be up for a minute and take an Advil, take some Tylenol, put on some antiseptic or whatever, the Got like this toothache number, mouth number. It's pretty gross, but it'll pass. It used to be this other side of my mouth that was hurting, and then I think like all the nerves died, so I'm hoping the same thing happens over here. It's just this side. But we'll be back in full force later. I'm still loving being on here and getting this done. It's been a lot of fun. Do a little walkthrough and then I'll log off. Finish this wall here. Well, I do steps going down this way as well. Oh, it's looking so nice. And then the monsters kind of ruin the reflective effect, but it's fun. Oh, I need to finish this tomorrow, or maybe later today. Yeah, this has been so sick. I'm so stoked on this, bro. Alright, guys. What day is it? Is it Thursday? Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow on the same time. We'll finish watching the rest of that video, and then we'll do the pro play. Or I'll at least mock it up in creative. I don't know if I'm gonna come build it. You guys go have a good rest of your day, though. Thanks for tuning in. And I will see you tomorrow. Alright, boys. Peace out.